We want to thank you for responding to our call to join us, because we believe that we have good news this morning. The background is very simple. One of my colleagues saw my friend here, and apparently he was having some basic challenges with the use of his motor. And it's simply that somewhere along the road, his battery will run down, and depending on wherever he found himself, he's stranded of some form. And for some of us, even though he has challenges, he wants to live an independent life. He wants to be reckoned that he's also a citizen who wants to contribute. So when they brought him in, it was help from our friends from Spain. We gave us the technical advice. We used basic Ghanaian people, a welder who came to give us the necessary support. And all that we have done is that put solar panel on top to drive his machine. In this way, we believe our friend can now have the freedom to move. There's no fuel cost. And this is not very expensive. Looking at the fact that with this structure, he can be employed to even deliver meals. He can quietly move at his own pace and move around and be able to earn something that will give value to his life also. It just costs us about 2,000 Ghana cedis. And so this morning, when they did the first one, I remember when I saw them, I didn't even look at them, because it's always easy to say that it works in the first sample. So they moved ahead to collect a new one, and they have proved to me that it's workable. So this morning I want to officially hand over to my two friends, and then also make an appeal to Benevolent Society, people of goodwill, that we can help as many of these people who want to be independent. And the other side of it is also, these were done by welders. They were done, the solar systems and the rest are not rocket science. Any one of our technically trained people can take this as his core job and be able to do this on a private basis. So that as many of our people who want this kind of structure can have it. And also they can earn a living to it. So on this morning, I thank you for coming, and I want to officially hand over the first car to my brother. And then hopefully he will drive around for you to see whether it works. And if it doesn't work, I'll kill my dad. So that's it. Then I want to call my brother to you. And I'm sure for the period that he was without a car, he was challenging. But I appreciate that this morning he also can go back to school, knowing that we are offering something that can support his way of life. Let me also confirm that for these two, the ministry has paid. For subsequent ones, we want agencies under the energy sector. Chief executive. This is only 2,000 Ghana cedis. If you can support 1,000 of them, I'll be glad to do that. And even if you can support 2 people, I'll be glad. So I'm going to write to my agencies to see how they can support you to duplicate it and make it aware, make it come to be known that it is doable, so that private entities can take it and make it as their own. My brother, it is our prayer, it is our hope that you do this to add value to your life. And hopefully that will move us closer to a better life. So okay, so you drive here and let them see whether it works. The person that they've attached to us, it's been a blessing to us in supporting us to revamp our renewable energy projects in the ministry, especially in the area of renewable. It's moved beyond. We've done a lot of things, testing to see the voltages within this building, supporting us with basic equipment, so that we know how to balance the loads here and reduce the cost of electricity to the building. We've done a very good job. But I also realized that it was the Spanish government who over the years have been supporting us. And of course some years ago they gave us 5 million, quite recently they've given us another 5 million. So on behalf of the people of Ghana, I want to thank the rep from the embassy and express our profound appreciation. Right now, you've seen the value of the work that you are doing for us. I will appreciate it if you can give me another chance. This time to be earmarked specifically physically challenged brothers and sisters, so that we can do this or send it to the school, train them to do it themselves, and hopefully the revenue will go to them. And I assure you, any grant you give to us will be earmarked specifically to our brothers and sisters. Okay.
What is the plan like? Is this going to be a 9-day wonder, or we are to see more of such initiatives, and you have certain targeted areas that you want to concentrate on?
First of all, this is a different initiative. The project itself is more than 1,200 systems all across the country in different places, different locations that the Ministry of Energy has chosen. So the ownership of the project. Initiatives like these, I don't know if we will see more, but in general these systems are hospitals, schools, houses for the teachers, the nurses in the different rural areas, because it's an off-grid project, and also some street lamps for people to gather in their hometowns.
Where are some of these communities we've covered so far?
All across the country. I mean, you have some of them in the Volta region, some of them in the lake, those communities which cannot access to the power through the grid, and you have some of the communities in the north. And you have also some systems here, such as this one, I mean, all across the country.
Obvio. Thank you.